this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to make a little, what I'm calling, found object necklace. So this is kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm going to put all of them on a ball chain. So a lot of freedom with this type of design, but what I have in front of me are little tokens. So the tokens, these little screw eye pins, and these great little bottles are all part of the Holtz Idea-ology line that we carry at Beadaholique. So they're just a nice little accent pieces. They could be focals. You can combine a lot of them together. Just a lot of different things you can do with them. And then down here I have a Nun Design antler charm, and I also have another Nun Design flower charm that I've actually added a translucent milky glaze to using Vintaj patinas. And I have another video on Beadaholique showing you how to do that glaze. So just a little extra pop. I've also pulled some jump rings. What's nice about this type of project is I'm not too worried about what finish I'm going to be using, so any finished jump ring would really work. So I just have one here that's kind of a neutral. And then I went outside and then I found some dried flowers on the sidewalk, so I'm going to put them in the little bottle. In terms of tools, you're going to need a couple pairs of chain nose pliers to open your jump rings, and if you are doing something like the dried flowers, a pair of scissors. So let's begin. First, I'm going to pick a bottle, a couple different shapes here. So I like this one, this more flat shape. And I'm going to put a screw eye pin in it so that I can then easily hang it from the necklace. To do that, just go ahead and put the eye pin in the middle of the cork topper, press and screw. So keep pressing down as you are screwing. There we go. And now I'm going to take the cork out and I'm going to put some flowers inside. If you have some moss, that always looks really interesting in bottles. A lot of different things you can do. Dried leaves, whatever it may be. So I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and just go ahead and insert these into the bottle. Little petite seashells are actually really pretty too. Or sand. A lot of different things you can do. Just grab one more little sprig. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put the cork back on. And the corks on these fit really nicely, so you don't have to use glue. You could, if you know whatever you put in here is what you're going to want to have permanently in there. You could put a little bit of glue up on the rim here and have it extra secure, but that's pretty tight. I'm not too concerned. So these tokens have different sayings, so you can pick one that you like, and I think the travel one here is going to be perfect for this necklace. And then I'm going to grab my antler, and I'm going to grab this little charm that I already decorated, so that's my collection. And I've got my ball chain, and I'm going to attach a jump ring to all of these except for the bottle. This is a fun project if you have some miscellaneous charms at home that you just don't know what to do with, but you really like. You can put them together in a little collection. I think an arrow charm would be great, a feather charm, anything like that for this type of found object design. There we go. And I'm just going to rotate my cork so that little loop is facing this way, so when I string it on, the bottle is going to face forward. No particular order you need to string these on in. So I'm just going to go ahead, put the ball chain through the jump ring, and just keep doing that for all of these guys. Okay, they are all on. They're all facing forward. So this is what we've got. I'll just slide them down towards the center. This is a nice long ball chain, so it'll hang down And then if you're not familiar with how to go ahead and latch a ball chain, this is the clasp up here. You just put the end ball in the center and then pull it, and that's going to secure it. Let these go down more towards the center, and you'll see what we ended up with. So just a fun little necklace with a lot of little doodads, but an interesting focal. And again, a lot of flexibility with what you could put in your bottle, what type of charm you want to choose, what saying you want. Or just a fun design, quick and easy, and you can find all the supplies for it at Beadaholique.com.